Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to GB Gaming. We're going to be, rather terrifyingly, doing our Grudge match today. Joining me is Bane, because it's him I'm going to be destroying.
Yeah, you mean I will be destroying you. Let's get it right.
I think you got a bit confused, but I mean, that's okay. You can be confused. Bane is playing as the British. And
There's nothing can withstand the might of the British Navy. Yes.
And of course, because Bane has no honour, I'll be teaching it to him using the Japanese.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, start the game. Woo!
Let's do this. Let's do this.
You have played this game though, because like I don't
yes, I have.
Saying you haven't played this game.
I played it many moons ago, and we did have a little test match the other day to try and remind me.
To try and remind you.
Oh, there's a bloody flying thing. Sorry.
With a bloody flying thing.
Yeah, is it one of your spies?
AKA a fly.
It's small. It's rather smaller than a fly.
It's rather smaller than a fly.
It's a midgie.
Okay. If you hear loads of like knocking in the background on my microphone, by the way, guys, it's because my cat has decided to attack all of the furniture at once, distracting me because Gul has bribed him.
Very good cat. Very good cat.
And I can't believe you bribed the cat. Why? Who does that? Why would
I
you
can't
bribe
believe
my
it's
cat?
not butter.
I can't believe. What? That doesn't make any sense. What are you on about? What are you chatting?
I'm chatting scret.
Chatting crap, bruv. Innit?
I'm just waiting for my little men to arrive.
Little men to arrive.
My little men.
So what I'm doing, I'm waiting for my little men to arrive. So, got a citizen here, and do you know what citizens do? They build stuff and vins. So I would like some more research done, please.
I don't think you should do any research. I've done my own research based on you doing research, and I don't think you should be doing that.
And it's never good for you, is it, when I do research?
Generally speaking, no. It's absolutely abysmal for me.
It's absolutely terrifying.
Now, I hate to have to ask you for help here, but would I be correct in suggesting that farms, you can only have 5 per city?
You are correct in suggesting that, mainly because he won't let you place any more than 5.
That's the badger.
Around the city. So the fact that you asked that is kind of pointless, really, because that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? But I understand that you, you know, all the help you can get when facing the British, it's, you know, it's understandable.
Did you hear this nonsense from him?
Accurate, I would say. Accurate.
I'll give you accuracy, right up your bumhole.
That's what she said.
Ooh, she sounds saucy.
She sounds wondrous. Good news, everyone! I built a market. How about you?
I don't even think I've advanced an age.
You don't need to advance an age to get a market.
Oh, that's cool.
You fool.
How can I be expected to know these things?
I'm just not going there.
I've got some pretty funky music on the go. It's like... Bow, 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 bow.
Have you got some... Play that funky music. Sorry.
I'm just going for it. I need to turn this music down. It's infuriating.
See, I've turned the music off because I was sensible.
There we go. We're good now.
Good?
Well, I mean, you know, that's a relative term, of course, but...
Question is, are we good now, though?
I think we're good now, though.
But are we? Not enough timber.
That sounds most unfortunate.
Most frustrating, to be honest with you. Especially when you need timber, you know. Timber! Ooh! What's this one do? Ooh, let's get that. Let's get all of the fins, because it sounds scary if I say that in front of ghosts.
You don't need any of those.
I need all of them.
All of them?
All of the fins will be mine.
I mean, realistically speaking, that's quite a lot of things. Have you considered how that might negatively impact your economy?
Nothing negatively impacts my economy. How's that upgrade going to the next stage?
Great, mate.
Did you blow early? You went a little bit early, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
You got a little bit earlier to the next stage.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't be the first one to go early. To be fair, you won't be the last one to blow early.
I'm upset with everything you're saying.
So you can be upset with everything I'm saying.
Everything.
Everything. Basically, what you're saying is you're upset with all of the things that I've just said to you.
Yep.
Well, tough. Hitting trees, knocking things down. It's all important. Don't do it with a frown. That's the story I just made up. Right, we need some more of these, and then some more of these, please. Ah, the fledgling British Empire. Glory be
Britannia, Britannia rules the waves.
Great song. I'm glad that you're singing it as well in realisation of the fact that we are the ones that should rule the waves. Actually, at this point, none of us should be ruling the waves. We should be focusing on building our economy on land.
What's an economy?
It's the stuff that gives you stuff and things.
Ah, I'm with you now.
It's really, I'm hoping, because you've played now, that you've learned that you should be getting 5 farms per every city that you have.
Yes, I've just counted them, and I have 5 farms in my city.
That's a good start. I am proud that you are learning.
5 of them.
You've got 5 farms in your city.
In my city.
And your second city?
Second city?
Yes, you know, the second one you built.
What?
The second city you should have built by now.
A second city? Are you mad? My resources are stretched thin, sir.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to calm down a little bit.
How do I kill people? Found out.
How do you kill? What?
Oh, nothing.
Did you just say how do you kill people? was that the question? I'm getting a little bit confused here.
I'm a benevolent ruler.
Did you just kill your own people? Why are you killing people?
He was in my way.
You know what? You could take Gul out of Cardassia, but you can never take Cardassia out of the Gul. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just trying to, you know, make everything fair and reasonable.
Make everything unfair, did you say?
No, I wouldn't do that. That would be just terrible of me.
You should be nice to me.
Why should I be nice to you?
I'm more than happy if you press the surrender button right now.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir. Dave, will I dream?
I think you should press the surrender button right now.
That's simply not possible.
Give in, Chris.
Where's my little man? There he is.
Your little man? Who's your little man?
This music's getting oppressive again. Yeah, it's gonna have to get turned down even more.
Music is an issue.
There we go. Turn it down insofar as I'm able.
The question is though, are you able to turn it down?
Nope.
Nope. It's like, no, I am not.
Oh crap! I've forgotten
What is this turning down that you speak of? Oh, I found some birdies.
Is that good?
I think so.
Oh, good.
I do love the sound effects in this game. It's really old school, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. But we like that.
I know I like old school. Have
you got up an age beyond me?
No.
Are you lying?
I would never do that. Maybe. A little bit. Look, I can't be held back by your notions of inadequacy.
Chivalry, reasonableness.
You know, my job in life is to not care about you when it comes to...
It's an easy job.
grudge match fairness, you know. I'm here to make your life a misery in this instance.
Oh. I apologise for not realising that.
That's alright, I understand. It can be difficult for you to adapt to the things that are happening in life. Don't be mad, bro. What's the saying? Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
I quite like this game. I mean, I'm not very good at it, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy it.
No, I quite like this game. It's a good game. It is indeed a good game. One must enjoy all of the things that happen. I want you to feel bad though if you attack one of my settlements.
Why would I attack one of your settlements?
Because if you attack one of my settlements, know that you actually attack your own country.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point. I thought it was a fair point. Legit.
It is a fair point, sadly.
It is. You attack your own country. And how could you do that, really? How could you do that? Attack your own country. Hip 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 hooray! I don't believe we had a district called Richmond, but I now have a city called Richmond, which is a little bit perplexing. Richmond's in London. I don't believe Richmond was ever classed as a city. I could be wrong, and not knowing my own history here well enough. But was Richmond ever classed as a city of its? Do you know that?
I can't remember one named that, but that, as I regularly like to iterate, that doesn't necessarily mean much coming from me.
Yes. What you're saying is you're useless.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's probably reasonable to suggest.
Oh man. Self-admittance. I love it.
Why are you so mean to me?
I'm not mean, I'm just honest. Interesting.
What is?
Oh, nothing.
You're lying.
No. I'm being truthful about it.
You're lying about lying.
I'm not lying about lying. I'm being truthful about this. Oh, welcome to the medieval age, sir.
It's nice to be here, man. I mean, it's.
I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down, though.
You're going to be in the gunpowder age in about 2.5 seconds. I know you.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Are you lying?
Fair. Will you stop asking me that question for the last time? If I was lying, I would tell you.
Are you a lion?
Besides, you can see when I'm upgrading anyway. And to be fair, it happens to be true. I am upgrading, yes.
Balls.
By only meeting it with the best of intentions.
There it is. Shit.
You can retreat and surrender at any time.
I can, but I won't.
No surrender, no retreat. Oh.
So you advancing another bleeding age?
What? No, I haven't advanced another bleeding age.
That's alright then.
You would know if I had, to be fair, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, so I would. Look, this is all new to me. I've told you.
All of the fins are your fault.
All of them.
I'm getting a bit sad because you just attacked one of my fishing ships, and that is like a declaration of war. What are you doing?
I was checking. I don't know what I was checking.
You're checking how to make me mad. How to make Bane mad.
In one simple step.
Attack Bane's holdings. Again. I don't know why we have to... Why does it have to be this way? Why can't we just be friends and get on? You know? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Wouldn't be much of a bloody grudge if we were friends.
No, that is true. Are you going for Fleet Wars, are you, early on?
You know I'll get ruined if I try.
You can come over this way if you want. It's not an issue to me, to be honest with you. I actually think you're doing much better than you did last time.
Do you?
And I'm not just being kind there. Although I am being kind.
Are you?
Font of all knowledge is important.
You talking about me again?
No.
Ah.
You would know if I was talking about you.
But I'm the font of all knowledge. Didn't you know about that? How do I increase my population limit?
By building more cities.
Oh.
Because that's how you get more population.
Is military population independent of non-military?
No. Next question.
That's all I got, mate.
Why is the sky blue? Well, I'm glad you asked this question. Because it is a good question.
It is. I mean, I'm full of good questions. Full of good questions.
You're not bad with the question stuff, you know.
Thank you.
That's alright. I like to be kind to you. Sometimes.
I was going to say, do you though?
Do you want to be kind? No, not really.
What's one of these?
Are the sounds of inevitability?
Look, I'm learning things. Give peas a chance.
You're learning things about what?
Things. Sneaking. What are you doing? Wonder? We can't have that.
Yes, you can.
I don't have a great deal of choice, sadly.
No, not really. Apparently, I'm blocked by rocks from building there. Oh, I see what it means now. That's that's classified as a rock. What the crap? What the crap are monkeys?
What's one of these? Alright, I'll take one.
What's one of what?
Oh, nothing. Have you just gone over 2 ages in the space of a couple of minutes?
No. I would never do that to you.
I find this hard to believe.
Why, what hard to believe?
My villager!
That's a lovely fleet you have over there.
It's not overly good, to be honest.
Yeah, it's okay. Bigger than mine.
Oh, you've got a boat there. I see that you've got a scout over on our side of the world. Is it over? Oh god, no. No, it isn't. At least you haven't got submarines yet.
That is true. I do not have submarines yet. It didn't have to be this way, you know.
This is precisely how it had to be.
We could have been friends, but oh no, you wanted to have a war with the British.
Yeah, my ships are very much coming in piecemeal now, so I don't think I'm going to do too well here.
No, I don't think you're going to do too well here. I think I'm going to do well. I think you're going to do terrible. And this is okay with me. I just wanted to be friends with you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Why do you keep accusing me of these things? You know I wanted to be friends with you. Alright, I just wanted to be friends.
Do, do, do.
You're having fun there, Chris.
I'm learning things.
You're learning things about yourself.
No.
About life.
Yes. Absolutely correct.
Good.
So these wonders you're building, do they give you some kind of bone eye?
Maybe.
Okay, I see.
As in, yes.
I figured.
I think you lost that war, if I'm being honest with you.
I don't really understand how, because my technology and ships were more than yours.
No, they weren't.
Or at least the same.
It's nice that you thought that.
You arrogant fuckhole. Do you want some?
Do you want some, do you? Do you? I think you just tried to give me some, to be fair.
I think I did a good job.
That's what just happened. I'm not trying to be a funny guy here, but I'm pretty sure you just tried to give me a whooping. And I can't blame you.
You know how you lied to me about population limit?
I didn't lie to you about anything. I don't think I did, at least.
You told me there was one way.
I thought it was cities. I'm pretty sure it revolves around cities, doesn't it?
Military.
Oh, military. What about military?
You can get more pop that way.
Oh, can you? Well, what can I say? I'm not perfect, alright? I think we can all agree on this.
Yes, we can.
Oh, I've just made Birmingham.
Hey!
Hey!
You moved your capital there?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I thought you'd be like, yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool, bro.
Hey, man, that's cool.
That's cool. La da 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 da.
It's doing a lot of that right now, isn't it?
What's doing a lot of what?
The noises. So like. Do I have any idle? Is there a way that I can cycle through my idle buggers?
Yes, you see the little man leaning next to the cup golden chalice? That tells you where all your construction workers who are lazy.
Look at this scrot.
And then you can have words with them and say, why in fuck's name are you guys being lazy? Right, this is one of those stages of life where, you know, I need to be a little bit more careful about things now because I now need to focus on the circle of life.
Circle. Can you stop building wonders for 5 minutes, you weirdo?
I like building wonders.
I mean, that's evident. Well, you've got your little man just scouting all my territory.
I didn't even realise he was still over there, to be honest with you. He's been alive a long time. It's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
I've been watching him for a while.
I honestly did not know he was still there.
I don't know where my little man is. Unfortunately.
Da, 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 da. Do you know, I have a bit of a problem. Not that you'll be worried about it. But
What kind of problem
a
is it?
problem.
I care deeply.
I'm finding it difficult to actually find lots of oil.
I haven't come across on from me, I presume.
You're catching up though. You're about to anyway.
I'm trying to.
Which is good. Welcome to the modern age.
It's not fun.
What's not fun?
The modern age.
It can be fun. Depends which way you look at it, I suppose, doesn't it?
I really need to stop pissing about.
Yeah, you should stop that. Definitely.
Oh, what do you mean you don't have enough? No, you toss bags. So can you go past this modern age? What's next?
It's the it's modern age. We're in the industrial age at the moment. Modern age is next.
Can you stop? What? I knew submarines would be a thing. I find that highly difficult.
Highly frustrating.
Extremely frustrating. Hugely frustrating, in fact. Oh, and there are the warships. Great. Okay, fantastic. I haven't got the resources. Can you? No, of course you can't.
I'm sorry. I really am. At least a little bit.
Are you though?
Oh look, we're having like a war now, like a proper, good old-fashioned war.
I think you're well ahead of me in resource management though, so that's going to cause me no end of difficulty.
Yeah, but it's very hard to be an aggressor. That's what I find in this game. It's quite hard to be super aggressive.
I don't think it will be hard for you to be an aggressor here. Right, you guys, go and do that. Yeah, there you go. I mean, everything's getting destroyed sadly faster than I can build it, which is a bit challenging.
Challenging!
Where did my fort go? Oh, shit. Bloody hell, you can shell from that distance. I find that utterly ridiculous.
It's a necessary evil. What did I say to you originally? Nothing can withstand the might of the British Navy! True story. Not enough oil. It's just depressing.
I'm afraid to say, I think there's very little else I can do now.
Well, I'm just going to surround your island. That's my plan at the moment. But it's not over until I can actually get onto you. Because the thing is, I can shell you from a distance, but you can obviously still be defensive. I've got to try and get onto your land, which is going to be the tricky bit.
It's not.
Well, you say that, but the problem is, you see the territory boundaries. I can't build anything in your territory, so I have to then do basically a transport attack. So, you know, it's not over yet, but I am going to surround your coastline at least to keep you bottled in. That's my plan at the moment.
It might behoove me to just give up at this point then.
That'd be not fun. I said this to Corey. We should play to the end, my friend. At least allow the player to experience the full game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sounds great. Mm-hmm.
Well, we should talk about what's coming up on the channel as well. We haven't actually done that.
Wow, what's coming up?
Hardy hard, harder, harder, harder. You know what's coming up on the channel.
I haven't got a clue. Not the foggiest.
Well, we are going to be doing some Homeworld Remastered mods.
Are we? Sounds good.
And I will hopefully be looking at the Star Trek Continuing project, which you obviously reviewed before with Nathanius.
I did, and I really enjoyed it. It's very, very good.
So I'm hopefully going to be covering that on the channel. And I believe you're going to be looking at Warlords.
That is my plan. I certainly hope to be looking at Warlords in the very near future.
Oh dear God, he's got artillery. Pull back! Pull the fleet back! Pull the fleet back! Pull the fleet back! We're going to lose our entire fleet to artillery at this rate. Retreat!
Who's this Special Forces pillock? And what does he do?
I don't know who he is. I can't attack you with him. I don't know who he is. Well, apparently he can plant bombs.
Oh, good.
But you can beat him up.
Yeah, I've been slapping him with my... Oh, good. That sounds useful.
Everything sounds useful.
You know when you're at the point where you're not sure what you've lost?
You're not sure whether you lost, you mean?
No, what, you can't remember what was over there, and therefore you can't remember what was destroyed.
Nothing but your pride, my friend.
Nah, pride's good, man. You know as well as I do that pride is something I've never lacked. Oh, you've got nukes. That's going to be good.
I don't know what you mean. It's thus we enter the phase of the Cold War.
It's not going to stay cold for long, is it?
I don't know what you're on about. I might not attack you.
My tits.
I don't want to resort to nuclear weapons at this juncture, my friend. I want to fight honourably. Yeah, I'm happy to give good old-fashioned diplomacy a chance.
Give peace a chance.
So, give peace a chance, my friend. Move left, right, move left, right. Whoop. On the left, quick march.
Is that a jelly wobbler?
What? I'm scouting the area.
Stop attacking me with random ass shit.
Scouted the enemy. Proceed to base. The British are coming. La 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 la. The invasion has begun.
That's a problem.
Where the hell did that come from? Move inland! Our naval forces will have to engage each other.
I think yours might be a little bit superior to ours.
Move the tanks in! Jolly good show, chaps! This is Reg Squadron, Fox 3, Fox 3. Oh no! We've lost the destroyer! Fire the harpoon missiles! Where were your bloody docks?
Can't tell you that. OPSEC.
Wow, you've got infantry as well. This is really going to turn into a proper war now.
I haven't got anything that can push you back.
We've got a proper war in our hands here.
I've got First World War soldiers. You've got modern rocket troopers. I think there's a slight difference.
There may be.
Let's have a go at your tank. Come on, lads. Do that helicopter. Or don't. Dun, 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 dun.
Prepare the second wave of infantry.
Artificial intelligence. You don't need that.
What's that?
Artificial intelligence. My guys aren't even getting set up to fire. They're just getting mowed down like little bitches.
British are coming.
I think the British are here.
They are here, my friend. We have come for you.
Well, I'm afraid to say, I think that's it for me. There's nothing I have to counter you. As I said 15 minutes ago.
Alright, can I just do this though?
Are you going to nuke me? Where? Show me where.
Kyoto.
I'm watching. Jesus.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Interestingly, it still seems to be standing, which is really surprising.
They do stay.
Okay.
They do stay. It just does a lot of damage. To be fair, I've nearly got you though. I think. Besides, I've just brought in. Wow, you've got a lot of men coming out of your barrack. But I've got MRLS missile launchers and everything out at you now.
Yeah, I mean, you've got too much modern stuff for me to counter. I'm too far behind, basically.
I've got strategic bombers building at the moment.
I've got some scholars.
I've taken the city. This is all mine.
Oh, you can take cities?
Yeah, of course I can.
How'd you do that?
Basically, you've got to get you down to no health, and then take. I think it's time to take that barracks out. And it takes. There's a countdown clock basically for me to assimilate anything.
I see.
Ah, flamethrower!
Attack scholars! Show them that the pen is mightier than the aircraft carrier. This man. Kill this man, specifically. Oh God. My scholars! Villagers, protect your lands! I've got 3 minutes to retake my capital, which I don't suspect is going to happen, given the
vast amount of enemy forces pushing up on your...
That's the one. Oh, I forgot
your
about...
dwellings.
I forgot about cavalry. Oh. By cavalry, I of course mean tanks at this point, but I didn't research any of that.
Did you see my B-52 bombers as well, flying over you?
I have seen a number of things that I don't like.
Do you know what? I know we have grudge matches, but I do love your humility, my friend. That's why we're such good friends. I mean, such sworn enemies.
Humility? There is no humility. I'm enraged. Honestly, I mean, I try and act really, really pissed off, but I struggle to do it after a while.
Yeah, so do I.
Because, I mean, I can only ever really be in a grump for about a minute and a half. You leave that city alone! Villagers! Protect your city! Oh, God.
No, I think your city's gone.
And the Gul wins again!
The Japan was taken by the British. That's what happened in the real world.
I'm examining the map, and it looks like I've taken it all and you've lost.
I think you'll find that I'm red. And I won.
That changes things.
So, how did you find that though? I did think I was a bit concerned with your navy right at the start.
It was pretty terrible. I didn't do anything militarily. My own fault.
No,
really.
but you actually outnumbered me. If you had pushed with your navy, I might have been in trouble.
Maybe.
Early in the game.
I don't really understand at this point what kind of difference the... Hang on. Holy shit! No matter what you were wondering, those wonders do loads of crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they were that good.
Yeah, they are good, yeah.
Oh,
they
man.
Do all kinds of things. That's why I was building so many. I thought you knew that.
You did miss one of my very important and valuable military units, though.
Did I? Where did I miss your
right on the very northwest of your coastline, there is a destroyer waiting for you to make a mistake.
I just see that now, yeah. The one destroyer left. I think
Gul's Empire stands!
Where I just kind of spiraled, didn't I? When I took the seas, that was it, I think. I think the other thing I did notice, I will say, which I was surprised at, is you didn't have any fishing boats out from what I could see.
Oh, is that a thing?
Well, the thing is, although farms just give you food, if you fish, you get wealth from it as well, which is the gold coins.
Oh, I didn't realise that. I mean, I've got quite a lot of it. I've got 24,000 gold coins.
Me too. That's 24,000. Yeah. I got a maximum gold coins. Ridiculous. It was actually at the end, but
oh, maybe that's
oil
you that's got 24,000. I don't know.
It's probably seeing me. I've got 24,000, 6,000 knowledge. I wasn't even fully researched. There was still another age to go called the no, there wasn't another age. Sorry, there was still more prosperity stuff to go.
I didn't realise there were more ages as well.
Well, not an age. It's when you do the last researches, you get all kind of upgrades.
Oh,
so
I
you
see.
get things you get like missile, because you get an Armageddon clock basically.
Ah, okay. I mean, I noticed that you're doing AI and all sorts of random crazy stuff like that.
Yeah. If you do too many nukes in this game, you all lose. You all get defeated.
So you lose if you nuke other people?
If you're nuking each other and you manage to get to count, it's called the
countdown. So it's a
clock.
Mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everyone loses. So that's why going too nuclear isn't actually a good idea.
I disagree.
Yeah. Well, it was good fun. But I think I had the edge in military power.
You did, by a long shot. I'm actually surprised by how few cities you've got.
Yeah, but more wider, fully upgraded though. So...
You can upgrade cities themselves?
Well, no. What I mean by that is they've all got 5 farms. They all got a wood yard, a miner's yard. I had all the researches done at the lumber mill, the granary. Yeah, I don't know if you bought all the supplementary buildings for doing all the researches.
Yeah, you should see them kind of dotted around the map. Those that you didn't blow up, git.
Yeah. But I tried to take the sea, and I tried to get a lot of. Well, I didn't have a lot of fishing boats left because you blew half of them up. But I've got 4, maybe 5. No, I've got 5 fishing boats out. So I think that's really worthwhile getting fishing boats.
Good to know. I mean, this is quite good for me in the respect that it's going to give me a bit of an idea about what I want to do against Corey, because I really didn't realise that the
wonders are very good.
The wonders, how good they are. I know they're expensive.
They're very expensive. So it's kind of you have to weigh up which ones you want. So the Porcelain Tower, which is near Oxford, that creates ships 50%
faster ships.
Which you might have noticed I built first, because I knew that I was in trouble with your fleet. I was worried about the size of it.
Yeah, I was wondering how you're pumping out ships so fast, and that really explains it. Oh, you got peacocks. Sorry.
yeah, that was one of my rare resources. Versailles really good. So the non-knowledge cost of library research by 50%.
Oh, nice. It's pretty good.
Supply wagons can heal. And siege artillery supply needs to move 25% faster. That's Versailles. Statue of Liberty. All ground unit and airbase upgrades for free, and that's pretty good. So I didn't pay for any more upgrades to my tanks, my infantry. They just all came for free. What else did I have? I had the Red Fort. Basically gives me a massive fort protecting my docks with long range, extra garrison, resistance to air attack. Upgrades to forts.
I think the Red Fort basically allowed you pretty much onto my territory, because I noticed that your borderlines were encroaching. That's why I moved all my artillery down to that point, because I assumed you'd be attacking there.
Yep. And then what else did I build? Oh, I built the Taj Mahal as well.
What does that one do?
Increases wealth by 100%.
Again, pretty useful.
So lots of money. I had lots of gold, and the thing with gold is, I don't know if you were doing this, but on the market
you can buy and sell in the market. Yeah.
So I was buying oil like a.
Yes, I wasn't. I had quite a lot of oil, to be honest, because I had to start with. I had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had like 9 oil derricks.
That's pretty good. I think I had about 5, and I got a couple in the sea, which I built. But generally, I was too busy focusing on other things. So, like, bombing you.
That was the thing.
But no, I actually, to be fair, while launching a nuke on you was kind of fun, I actually prefer doing the ground combat, because it's a lot more fun, I think, doing the ground combat.
You reckon?
So, yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoy seeing all these tanks and infantry move up, and
roll over my First World War infantry.
Yeah, well, bless them. They put up a fight.
They did their best. I think I'm proud of the scholars.
So I can see all the little infantry running around, taking over your cities, and I think that was it in the end, wasn't it? Really. I
think as soon as you landed, there was nothing I could really do. Sadly.
No, I needed to get my troops on the shore, and that's always a thing as well that you can do, even if someone's got a big fleet. If you can sneak your troops onto their shore, they're in trouble.
Yeah, I really thought my partially rebuilt navy was going to be enough to kind of not stop you, but deter you for long enough that I could get a military up.
Throw me off.
It just didn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't enough.
Throw me off. So I didn't expect you to have a navy, actually.
No, I know you didn't. I specifically kept you away from the area that I was building the ships.
But I didn't actually have. If you look at what I had left navy-wise, you killed most of it. So I've got. I think I've got a couple of battleships maybe left.
Yeah, you've got about 4 battleships in total, and a couple of aircraft carriers, and that's about it.
Yeah, all my destroyers are gone. I had no submarines left. So all in all, yeah, it was an interesting. It was an interesting game. I enjoyed it. I did feel there were a few times where you could have picked me. Actually,
maybe. I think one thing I did quite well early on was I really focused on economy. Maybe a bit too hard at the expense of military.
Yeah, I think you need to kind of balance it out. But then, when I got all those wonders up, then I was like, no, this is done for sure, because I'll have so much like cheaper research resources, etc. And there are more wonders to build. I could have built more, you know. But there we go. So I enjoyed it, but thank you for the game, Gul, as always.
It's no problem at all. I mean, it's taught me something, particularly about the wonders. I had no idea they were that good, so that's something I'll be employing in my match against Corey, or hopefully.
Yeah, let me ask you this question. Would you recommend to audience to buy this game even now? It is quite an old game.
Well, let's try and weigh it against the enjoyment that you'll get from it. What's the cost of it currently? Do we know?
I think it's only about £15. I think
£15. I mean, I'd be on the edge if you've got like-minded individuals that want to play with you or against you, either or. Yeah, I would absolutely go for it. However, if you're a solo player and you don't really know anybody else with it, maybe it's not worth 15.
Maybe it's more a multiplayer kind of play with friends game.
I think it needs to be. Yeah, and we did have a 4-player match the other day, was it?
Yeah, we did, and that was good fun actually.
And I did enjoy that. Like having a larger match does tend to be quite enjoyable. I think 1v1 it's a little bit too focused at times. Whereas if you've got a 2v2, then supporting each other and things like that, I always find that quite nice. Yeah,
and the person you were playing with, which was Connor from our modding team, is very good at this game. I couldn't take him 1v1. He's incredibly good, and that made it quite off balance. I did have Draconis with me on my team, but that was a really tough game. I think me and
Draconis, the god of all games.
Yeah, Draconis is like Connor is very good. So there we are. So yeah, it's good. Anyway, I think we've waffled on and on enough.
We have, yeah, we've jabbered.
We've jabbered, but thank you, ladies and gentlemen, as always, for watching. This makes it 2 again for Bane. We'll have to find out, Cole. If you win the next match, that means Corey gets to choose the game. If you lose, of course, then you get to choose the game.
I think
any thoughts on the next
I'm still
match?
0 for however many I've played, so...
Well, it'll be 4 matches in total, but if you lose to Corey. But I think you may have a chance against Corey on this, you know. Having played him myself and you, I think you may be in for a chance.
We'll see. I mean, I don't want to count eggs before they're in baskets and all that jib jab. So, I won't be able to make a judgment until I actually face him.
Until you do it. But if you did lose, what kind of game would you think you would choose next?
I really don't know. I really don't know. It's something I'll certainly have to think about. The trouble...
You excel at first-person shooters as well, don't you? Really?
I tend not to be too bad at them. One issue I have with first-person shooters is a 1v1 match is... It's very rare to have a good first-person shooter that has any form of basis on a 1v1. It's usually kind of pack v pack. That makes me reluctant to choose an FPS. I'll have a think about it. I mean, there are some things that I'd quite like to do just from an almost nostalgia and amusement perspective. For example,
I'm thinking we get Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, I'm not bad at that. Oh God, what's the old game where you're travelling in time and you're a ball geezer?
Travelling in time and you're a bald geezer.
That
is
guns.
Like so random.
With guns, and there are teddy bears.
Don't know.
I can't look it up now because we're in the in-game screen. But oh God, it's Time Splitters. Time Splitters.
Oh, Oh yeah, Time Splitters.
I think something like that would be quite fun because you can have bots in there as well, so it presents a slightly more varied experience than just 1v1.
Well, that's why I said Unreal Tournament, because you go bots in Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, same difference. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that is worth considering. But we'll have a really good think about it, and I'm sure we'll come up with something.
But hopefully you won't lose, and hopefully Corey will be the one having.
Hopefully I won't lose. I mean, while I do like to take the mickey and act all frustrated, it does ultimately kind of like when you've lost, was it 4 or 5 in a row that I have now?
Yeah.
It does start to get a little bit frustrating, and I know I'm not fantastic at computer games. As a whole, I enjoy them more than I'm good at them. I'm not one of these professional players, but you think there's got to be a win somewhere, right?
I think the advantage for me is that all the games we played recently have been strategy games, and of course my kind of domain is strategy. I love strategy games. I loved Age of Empires. I love Rise of Nations. I love to be fair, you beat me at Sins. So when
we've both had such a lot of practice in Sins, though, haven't we? Because of developing STA3.
Yeah, I actually think you're better at Sins than me, though. I really do.
I think I'm probably better at certain aspects of Sins. I think your tactics are better than mine, whereas my overall strategy might be slightly better than yours in Sins.
Yeah, I think it's we're both reasonably good at Sins.
And you're also better at microing as well.
I do like to micro. I will admit. But yeah, maybe we'll revisit a Sins mod as well in some way. So I'm sure someone at some point will choose one. But I won't get to choose this time around. So
you certainly
will
won't.
See.
Or ever.
We will see. Or ever again. Well, I hope so. I hope I can keep the streak running. You know, many things have been said. It's like, you know, watching Manchester United play football. You hope you're always going to be at the top, but it's not always the case. Right,
sooner or later, Burnley's going to get you.
Absolutely, or someone like in Division 3 will suddenly win something and become like the total best team ever.
That'll be the FA Cup.
The FA Cup, there you go. I think we're going to call it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching as always. This is Gul and Bane saying bye-bye.
I love you guys, pray for me.